Get y'all president. Get y'all president. I just got an email. We all just got an email in my office telling us and teaching us and sending us links on how to download our files. Because we may not be able to access said files once we are let go. My bad. Let go is too sweet. Once we're fired. Because that's what's happening. So Deandra asked, why I need to download my files? For in the event I have to apply for another job, I'll have them. For what? Who needs to see my performance eval from the federal government? Now, another government agency might need to see these files. But why would I go apply for another job in the federal government when y'all firing everybody? Why would I do that? That's dumb. Sounds dumb, don't it? I want y'all to know, everybody who voted for Agent Orange, I hope y'all all right with all of this. Because my position is not fraud, waste, and abuse. And I understand a lot of that is going on, and a lot of that has been going on since the beginning of politics. If everybody does their research. The top been always getting the most. Always. But fraud, waste, and abuse, you are combating that with letting go our meteorologists, because they're not important, and that's fraud, waste, and abuse. By letting go our ETs, because they're not important, and that's yet another fraud, waste, and abuse. You getting rid of spots that are not fraud, waste, and abuse. But I digress. That's just the world we're living in right now, and I am pissed off. I am sad about it because it's affecting me. Like I told y'all it would. Dummies.
So I'm here at the VA again because this is where I work. Change that. I worked past tense because right now it's 2 o'clock and I just got notified that my position is no longer valid. And so I am going to go turn in my laptop and go home.
Seem like we got to talk about these mass layoffs every day because they're happening every day. Let's hear some more people talk about how it is being laid off. And if you watch all the way to the end, there will be some solutions for people going through this right now. Family, you already know what to do. And if you're brand new too, thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this content out. Smash subscribe to join the tribe and ring the post notification bell as well. All right, let's get into it.
Hey, TikTok. I'm on the way back to my job to see if I got laid off. And I have my emotional support friend to come with me. Alright, I'm at my job. My heart is literally racing, y'all. Like, it's being so fast. My email is loading. Bitch, I got laid off. Oh my God. I got laid off because I'm still on my probationary period, but my probationary period literally ends in 2 weeks. Well, this is awkward. Not surprised, but this is awkward. And, you know, at the moment, I don't have any way to keep funding my interview series, KB For Real, that you all been watching and enjoying. So, I don't know. I just know that God has something bigger in store for me because this already was a pit stop. So, I don't know, y'all. Just keep me in your thoughts and your prayers. And if you got something out for me, send it my way. I don't know what to say. I don't have the words. I'm just like, what the fuck? I guess my 5 bullet point that I had to send Elon of what I did last week was not good enough.
So I just got laid off from my 9-to-5 that I dedicated 8 years to for this big corporate company. They laid off 1,000 and some people, including myself, and it happened this morning. And it's a bittersweet feeling because I mean, a lot of you probably didn't know that I had a 9 to 5, but I hustled, worked 9 to 5, and then did my content creation after that, sometimes 7 p.m. to 2 a.m., and then went back to the office. I cried this morning, not because I'm sad, but because, you know, it's just like you give so much for a company, right? But I've been praying a lot about it. And, you know, in the back of my mind, I knew that I wanted to take this content creation full time one day, but I didn't know if I had the strength to leave. And so I prayed last night. I've been praying for a couple weeks, knowing that this decision was going to happen. And it's wild what God decided for me. And He knew I was ready. I just didn't know I was ready. And it is a bit scary, but I think this was the best way to go, to, you know, get a severance package and being taken care of for a little while I finally take a chance on my dreams and go after everything I've been wanting and working so hard for. Yeah, I'm gonna cry it out and be emotional today, but this is just a raw thing for TikTok. It's finally time to bet on myself and take a chance. So I'm gonna go all in, full-time content creator. Mark my words, this date, and I'm gonna let myself be sad a little bit, but yeah, 8 hours to myself. What are we gonna do, guys? Let's go all in.
Sometimes people lack faith. They know they want to do something, but they don't have faith that it'll work out. So they stay at that job, and then sometimes that door got to close for people to go all in, lock in, bet on themselves. And that's when they go to new heights. Sometimes it's not for everybody. Everybody doesn't go to new heights. Those that are dedicated don't give up no matter what. They roll with the punches. Know that every L is not a loss. It's a lesson to keep going, right? The people that understand that, they usually get ahead. And especially if you do market research, you learn the game. Success leaves clues. So if you follow what's already working, there's a more likelihood that it will work for you. And that's what I do. I follow what was working here on YouTube. It was a couple channels doing what I was doing, and I took over. Some of these channels I done passed up already. You see what I'm saying? I bet on myself. I went all in on myself because I had faith that this would work out. And me, I don't believe in failure. I believe you only fail if you quit.
The Elon Musk layoffs have hit my hometown in West Virginia, and it's a big, big deal. Musk's made-up dog committee decided that they would come to Parkersburg, West Virginia and cancel over 200 jobs at the Bureau of Fiscal Service. That's part of the Department of Treasury. It's an extremely important part of Parkersburg. It is a really important employer, and it's one that provides a very important living wage for a lot of people. So much so that even elected Republicans are admitting that 200 and 250 people losing their jobs in a place like Parkersburg is absolutely devastating to a community. And they're correct. It is. Because in a place like Parkersburg, economic opportunity is extremely hard to come by. The median household income in 2022 was $41,921. Now, granted, this is weighted because a lot of these people were accountants, but the average salary at the Bureau of Fiscal Service in Parkersburg was $89,971. That is significantly higher than the median household income. Working here was considered a stable job, one that could lift you out of poverty if you came from poverty, and one that could provide you with a living wage and could support a family in Parkersburg, West Virginia. And now hundreds of people are without a job simply because some unelected oligarch decided that they weren't worthy of working anymore.
Did Doge fire my ass 2 weeks ago? Yes, he did. Am I pissed? Yes, I am. I got an email from someone I don't even know exclaiming my termination, okay, from a job I really wanted. What we're overlooking here, though, folks, is my determination. Lest we forget my lore. I was in the fucking Peace Corps in America. People are forgetting I lived in a hut. I have slept on a cot in a warehouse, 2 feet away from my teammates. Like a fucking baby, might I add. Do you think there's fan noise?
People thinking that these federal workers losing their jobs is funny and it doesn't affect the regular person. Just wait until they start coming for your job, because have you ever seen a federal worker's resume? They are among the most educated and the most experienced, and they have the most diverse experience. Now imagine all of those people coming into the private sector. They are already underpaid as federal workers. I don't know where y'all get this idea that federal workers are paid very well. They are not. They are severely underpaid. Imagine them taking all of that experience and coming into the private sector where they will no longer be underpaid. Yeah, that's going to affect us In the private sector, directly. You're going to lose your job to the same people that you're making fun of.
Tell them that was my initial thought. Y'all laughing, ha 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 ha. You lost your job. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Guess what? Those same employees are more equipped for the job than you. And guess what? They lost their job and you will too. To them, these are top tier candidates. These are what the companies are looking for right now. You wonder why it's so hard in the job market? They're looking for that top tier candidate. They know they're out there, and mediocrity is not okay no more. It's not acceptable. That's what's happening. As well as we know AI automations and things of that sort. Roles are being eliminated. Companies are downsizing. All of that's a factor too.
Someone needs to explain this teensy weeny little detail to me because I don't get it. If they are deporting immigrants because they are taking American jobs, okay, fine. If we are following that same line of thought, though, what are we doing about Fortune 500 companies laying hundreds of Americans off only to offshore?
Thank you, Donald Trump. I just got laid off. Me and 6 others. We work with immigration and we just got laid off in a very simple and disrespectful way. We got to the office. They had us waiting until 2 o'clock. And at 2 o'clock, they called us to a little room where the CFO, CEO, everyone was there. And it was like this. Well, I'm just going to break the news. Last week, we didn't receive any funds to pay you guys. So what can we do? We love you all. We love the job that you guys do. But as of right now, there's no funds to keep you. I mean, we can offer you other positions that are going to pay probably 30% less than what we make. We a lot less of the benefits. And if you like them, you're more than welcome to apply. Otherwise, so thank you. Hello, unemployment. Hello. Never collected before, so I'll keep you guys updated on that process. Let me just add that the meeting, the CFO was on the phone the entire time. So, very respectful. I felt very worthy. But you know what? This is America. Yep.
Thousands of people are getting laid off. I'm going to say that again. Thousands of people are getting laid off with no savings account. I'm not posting these videos to be cute, to be your friend. Y'all, you need to have money set aside for emergencies. Right now, things are out of our control. The America is in shambles, okay? Turn on the news. This is not a joke. We're hitting a recession. Yeah, you want to go out on weekends, order from DoorDash, buy decorations off Amazon. Y'all, read the room. Things are scary. And I say it out of love. You cannot be spending money on things you don't need if you don't have $100K put aside. You should have a year of rent in your bank account just in case. Y'all, landlords are not sweet. They will kick you out and give your spot to the next tenant who can actually pay. Eversource, National Grid, they will cut your power off. It's time for you to take care of yourself by investing in yourself, by saving as if you have zero in the bank.
And this is where save that money, because one day that money might have to save you, come into play. This is where save your money for a rainy day come into play. I was young. My mama taught me that. Save your money for a rainy day. She would always tell me that. Save your money for a rainy day. Even if she bought me something in the store, I'd try to pay her back. She'd say, save your money for a rainy day, son. The rainy days are here. The storm is pouring, and it don't look like it's stopping. If you got a job right now, focus on saving. It's not time to live like the Joneses. Live beyond your means. Try to flex on your coworkers. Try to flex on family members, all of that crazy stuff. It's not time for that. All right, now look, if you were recently laid off and this is your first time being laid off, you might not know how to survive a layoff. This next clip will prepare you. It's going to give you some game. Take notes. Do what you got to do. Take heed to the message. How to survive being laid off.
With all the layoffs happening federally and otherwise, because it's not just federal employees being laid off, and also with the news of a federal employee unaliving themselves after being laid off, by the current administration. The king of the layoffs, I've been laid off 3 times. In my opinion, there's no difference between a layoff and a firing. It's just nicer wording, I suppose. I wanted to give some tips on how to survive a layoff. Seeing, I feel like I'm an expert in this subject matter, or at least knowledgeable. I won't say expert. But anywho, first thing, whether you feel like a layoff is coming or not, you should always be prepared. You should always have your resume done. There's AI sites like Earn Better, and I'm sure there's other ones that you can get your resume redone without having to pay someone. And you can they also have job listings where you can customize your resume to the job that you're looking for or applying for. So always be ready. Also, if you feel like a layoff is coming down the pipe, or you know a layoff could potentially be coming down the pipe, that's your time to start looking for jobs or looking for ways you can earn money outside of working. When I got laid off the last time, I started a wellness company. I sold candles, elderberry syrup, all type of stuff, and that was able to sustain me because my company, out of spite, made me wait 3 months for an unemployment check, and I kind of felt like they was going to do something diabolical, so I was ready, because otherwise me and my family would have probably been homeless by this point now. Secondly, and this should really be first, is protect your mental. If you know a potential layoff is coming, or if you've been laid off, stay around things that are positive. You might need to unplug from the internet, to be honest, because if you go into the comments on any of these sites where people are getting laid off, there's a lot of people with a lot of nasty things to say. So guard your mental, stay in a good space. I suggest walking, working out, meditating, therapy, counseling, whatever works for you. Do something besides being on the internet all day plugged into the matrix, because that's no good for your mental. I'd also suggest putting your pride to the side and networking. Most of these jobs, it's not what you know, it's who you know, or it's a combination of both. So if you know people that are gainfully employed and you may want to work for their company, whether temporarily or permanently, don't be afraid to reach out to them, because a referral goes a long way. And with the amount of people getting laid off and the amount of applications these companies are getting, a referral could get you closer to the front of the line than you would have been otherwise. So lay your pride to the side and don't harass your people, but reach out to your network. That's how networking is done. Also, stay looking, stay applying. Don't just apply to a few jobs. This job market right now is diabolical. It's beyond hard for any level that you're trying to get into. So keep applying. Apply multiple times a day, multiple jobs. You might have to apply for the same position, but just know it may not be a short process. So get yourself, again, mentally prepared, because you might be in for a long road, or maybe not. But anyway, get your mental prepared just in case, so you're not surprised, and continuously apply. Maybe put yourself on a schedule. That's what I did. I applied in the mornings and in the evenings until I just didn't see any jobs worth me applying for anymore. No, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. And lastly, I will say, continue to update your skills while you're applying. If you feel like you're getting laid off, you may possibly get laid off, I should say, or you've been laid off, always be brushing up on your skills, maybe add a certification, maybe go back to school, maybe go to trade school and get a trade. Anything you can add to your tool belt is a plus, period, whether laid off or not, especially in this new world we're living in. Also, I would say lean into a higher power and always have faith. I don't believe in speaking negative words into the universe. I feel like that always comes back, so lean into your faith, because as I always say, you don't need faith when things are going well, but when things are going bad, the people that say they have faith normally throw their faith out the window. So lean on your faith or whatever you believe in, stay persistent, keep your mind clear, and support other people. Be kind to other people. I believe that also goes a long way. And good luck on your job search if you've been laid off. And if you haven't been, some of these tools will still help. It's always good to add tools to your toolbox. and support the people around you, whether you've been laid off or not. Don't be a jerk. There's enough of them around here. All you got to do is look around. There's a jerk every 2 seconds. A jerk with no knowledge and nothing to add positive to society. Peace.
You can either go to trade school and get a trade, or you can learn how to trade. You can either sit on the sideline and complain, or you can get in the game, get you a high in-demand skill that's going to pay your next bill. That's what I recommend right now. That's what I recommend right now, along with content, because I got to recommend that. That's what your boy do. That's what I do. I trade and do YouTube, so I'm always going to vouch for that. I'm going to just say that, as well as using OPM, other people's money, to invest into whatever side hustle or business it is that you're passionate about. Chasing passion pushes purpose. Listen, man, it's your brother YT. If you made it to the end of the video, let me know. Say, Indeed. Capital Indeed. So everybody that didn't make it, they going to wonder, like, why everybody saying Indeed? It's your brother YT. Y'all know who it is, man. Peace. To my Hebrew family, shalom.